At 7 o'clock, we'll start this Public Works and Public Utilities Committee meeting. Attendance been taken. Everybody would stand and join me in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3 on the agenda is comments from citizens. If anybody would like to stand and make a comment. Looks like a no, so why don't we move on. Public Works. You have an activity report in your packet. Phil, anything you'd like to highlight on that?
Oh, it's been a while. A lot of snow we can move on to February. It's a long month again. That was probably the biggie right there. And then we've been working on gravel roads, that's probably the other big thing. We've been a lot of rock on our 4-wheel gravel roads. They're starting to fall apart.
Anybody have any questions for Phil on his activity report? Thank you, Phil. Anything for streets?
We've been meeting with a few contractors, getting bids on going on the asphalt overlays for this go around.
The 19th is when cooperative bids will be coming in down in Mexico. So we've had several, like he says, coming in. So it should be pretty quick. They'll be flooding pretty heavy and trying to get what we can.
Did you ever get a hold of Janet Thompson on that?
I have not yet. I have not yet.
That's no problem. Anything for sanitation?
Everything's going good.
Anything for stormwater?
Quite a few little drainage projects we're going to be hopefully working on this month. Some small stuff.
Very good. Any other for public works? No. Moving on to water and sewer department. There's an activity report in your packet. Matt, anything you'd like to highlight on that?
I think one of the biggest things that, on there that we got accomplished, and not even myself, we actually, the blowdown to the primary clarifier was blocked up. I'm just gonna brag on my guys here, but my wife went into labor the night before we were supposed to tackle that task, and they did a pretty good job of getting it done, so. Just gonna brag on them about doing that while I was somewhere else.
That probably proved to be a pretty substantial savings to the city by getting that done in-house. We probably would have had to jackhammer the floor of the clarifier out. That clarifier would have been out for probably a couple weeks to get that fixed, cutting new piece in and everything, so they did a good job on that.
Other than that, just doing some odds and ends outside and trying to hit the weather where we can get out and work and get digging through the ground and stuff like that, so.
All right, that's good. Any additional anything for water, or any other questions for that activity report? Anything for water then? And moving on to sewer, there's a proposed rate increase. Heather, you want to talk about this?
This is the scheduled proposed rate increase, but for a sewer rate, we do have, rate increase, we do have to have 30 days notice. So this is going into the guard this week, and then the public hearing will be at April 15th. But it is a 50% increase, which is what was scheduled last year whenever we passed the bond issue. So April 25th.
Any other questions about proposed rate increase? Any other for the water and sewer department? No? Moving on to the electric department, activity report. Jeff, anything you'd like to highlight on that?
Oh, pretty standard stuff. I mean, between the ice and the wind, we've just been putting things back together since all of that. That's about it, just comparing what went down during the ice and then the wind the other night. Nature thing.
Do you have any questions for Jeff on the activity report? Thank you. Anything for generation and purchase? Anything for distribution? Under other, we have an item, the AMI meters.
This is something that we've mentioned to the council before. This would be a new meter reading system. Our electric meters are failing, going dead, or the transponders are going dead at a high rate of speed. We no longer get them. So we have to do something. So we looked at two systems. As you have quotes for both of those in your packet. The first one is Canalys system through Annixter. This is the system that we feel would best meet our needs. We went, a group, Jeff and Mike and Tara and myself went last week to Palmyra to look at their system. They've had it for 2.5, almost 3 years.
They have this system.
They have this system.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing. Comes with a pretty big price tag. So the system itself would be, I think the quote's about $690,000. This would be a complete change out of all of our electric meters, but it would not affect our water meters. This system would read what we currently have, which the water meters we don't have a problem with right now. And we can change those out as we go along. You know, we can phase those in.
Existing meters?
It does. It will read the existing water meters.
The signal will bounce off and it really picks them up pretty good, so.
This system, how long will this last? 20 years, 30 years, 5 years, 1 year? I know you don't know that answer, but
It better be 20 plus.
Yeah, we've got some of our meters out there that are over 20 years old, so.
This does come, you know, the water we've had really good luck with our water meters, and with the company that we've used for them, and they recommended the Tantalus system for the electrical side. So they do come recommended, and it seems that there are just a lot of places going to this system, and then it's working out for them. It has a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of stuff we could talk for probably an hour about what the system will do. But we can create a customer portal so that anybody can go in and look at their own status. And let's just say you want to look at your peak usage, and it will read, they read hourly. They transmit a signal every single hour. And so, you know, I could go in and see when my kids are home, if they're, what times a day that they're using a lot of electricity, and it'll show you in a graph your peak hours for the day. It'll show you, I don't know, a 12-month history of, you know, when did you use the most electricity, and is what you're using this month comparable to what you used at the same time last year. Those kinds of things. And that's really just scratching the surface. We can set up a monitor or TV, a smart TV in the electric department and in the water department, so that every day whenever the guys come in, the system's automatically up there. They can see if they have an outage. So if we have an emergency situation, they can look at that system. They can see red clusters or, you know, all over the system to know where the outage is. So they can go back, fix whatever they need to fix, and before they leave at the end of the day, look at it again, and if they see some more red dots, they'll know that they still have people off. As you know, right now, they can reconnect a section of town, that section's back on, but we don't know if individual people are back on. This system would allow us to know that without anybody having to call us. It's also one where we can upload a file for our utility billing. There'll be no more drive around readings. They won't have to drive, the crews won't have to drive around and get readings. It'll all be done internally in the office. And this quote is for the disconnecting meters. So we will also be able to disconnect immediately for non-payment or when somebody's moving out or anything like that.
We don't have to send a crew out to
Right,
fight with dogs or cats or anything like that.
right.
On the electric.
On the electric.
On the electric. Now water will have the disconnecting side.
So that means you can reconnect without going out also, right?
Absolutely.
On the Fletcher Reinhardt bill, I wanna add, that doesn't include anything on the water. That total that you're seeing at the bottom, it's gonna be about another $350,000 just to get the water to read with the Fletcher Reinhardt system, the Landis gear. So,
It does not read what we currently have. We would have to take out and, replace all of the water meters as well.
And we've also heard from other cities and other people that we don't wanna, the Landis is not as reliable as the Tantalus.
They don't care for the system. So, this is really just for your information. We're still looking, we'll have to get financing for this like we discussed. It is a big price tag, $750,000. So we would go out for
You did mention that you wanted to also upgrade our billing software.
Yes, and I need to correct what I said in our budget meeting because that is actually budgeted. We budgeted out our cashiering and collecting in the current budget that you all saw the other day, so it's not an amendment to that at all. What you saw included the utility billing system. I budgeted $30,000. It's supposed to cost about $25,000, just in case. But we would be able to upgrade our current utility billing system to be on the newest platform that will definitely work with this system. And we do know that CUSI, who is our utility billing billing company, has worked with the Tantalus system.
Yeah.
They have not worked with the Landis gear. They could, and they didn't say that they wouldn't.
Right.
But they have already worked with the Tantalus, so they have a little bit better idea of what they'd be needing to interface with that.
The extra quote for the Tantalus system has a $17,000 and some change annual service. Do we have an annual contract with paying now?
That would be something new.
And how much is it annually?
17078. If I'm reading it right.
that is correct.
Pretty common.
Yeah, they
It's
said
pretty common.
that was pretty close to everybody's price.
Everybody's doing annual agreements now.
Yeah. And with the AMI, there's a lot more technology. It's all technology based. Anything you wanted to add about the system or?
Well, I mean, you can soothe customers when they think their bill's not right by going back and going, here it is. I mean, you used it and so much easier than what we have now to go out and plug the device in and plug the meter in and wait 2 weeks, pull it out, take it back, and download it, and get all the graphs printed out, and then, to be right truthful, I don't really think most people even know what you just handed them. They don't
Right.
understand.
The Macon Electric Cooperative has this in system right now, and they said people are starting to use it more because they are starting to understand because it's been explained and they are understanding what they can do with it now. And that's been a real plus. They said people call them and ask something just to verify if they were seeing it right. So it's a good tool for the customers too.
It's a lot more friendly situation
Yeah.
with customer and city, and it's just, and then the prepay thing too, that's a big thing, I think, on there. People come in and pay, say, $100 instead of $200, and when their $100 runs out, shuts off.
What kind of, security measures are there for anti-hacking and all that stuff? I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to get into systems like this. Is there, some type of,
I would have to get more information from them before I could tell you exactly what they have. I'm sure they're using this kind of system.
no, I know that the military gets hacked, you know, gets attacked about 10,000 times a day, you know, so.
We can definitely get that information. I don't know. if
I'd just be curious to see if we're going to this much technological stuff, you know, what kind of protections we got.
Infrastructure's always a plus.
Yeah,
What kind of time frame are we trying to shoot for? 6 months?
next week,
By next meeting in April?
yeah.
The utility billing system needs up 4 to 5 months, is that right? Or maybe 6, 4 to 5, I think, is what they need, because we would be doing a complete changeover. And then, so it would be better to have the utility billing system going. We can start this project at the same time, but, get the ball rolling.
It'd be better for them if they understood everything in the new part of the billing system, and then we implement it, and that'd give her time to find finances and everything too, so I think that would be the best go.
If we were to start immediately on the utility billing system after April 1, as soon after April 1 as we could, then we can get the ball rolling on this and hopefully have that implemented. It could be right about the same time. I don't remember what time frame they said they needed on that, do you?
And just to
4 or 5
clarify,
months.
that the billing system is not a new billing system, it's
No.
just upgrading.
It's
that
upgrading the
system.
existing
Yeah.
system.
Okay.
And we have had the existing system on the same platform and the same format since 2008. So,
Prior to 2008, were they handwritten stuff or?
we had started in '04
I
doing
think
a
that's when
meter
they switch
reading.
over.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we switched to this new billing system and a new meter reading system in '08
Yes.
because we had issues with the
The first one we
previous,
put in.
both of the previous, the Philly and the, yeah, 2004, when I first started, yes, we hand entered every single reading.
Now Palmyra went straight from hand reading to this, and they had some issues transitioning, which you're gonna have. But he said if you got everything in place that you already got, he said we should smooth sail right into this, so.
And as far as the installation part, there's not gonna be a lot of data entry, or there's gonna be very little to no data entry. Because in the field, they take a picture of your old meter with the serial number and the meter reading. Then they take a picture of the new meter that's going in that same address, they tie it all together, and then they just upload a file every night. And then we upload that into our billing system every night, so we won't be entering any information.
So there would be an outside crew to change the meters or?
Yes, annex start.
they're coming in and do the whole thing. Yeah.
I do everybody once, I mean, we're not,
Right. So, but we'll check on the security part of it, get that information. and then go forward.
now what's that gonna do for your temporary services for,
We'll still have to manually read them.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't you be able to pick up a reading off of that meter just like you put it in?
oh, I don't know, I'm asking.
You
Yeah.
know, that, we would put a meter in there that's just like what we're gonna put in everybody else. I mean, it could be a manual bill, but that's where we're at now, because that's all I've got is manual
Yeah.
meters right now. Now, when we get all the new meters, I'm assuming that we will get some kind of stock, so many meters. And, you know, you don't have to use these special meters everywhere. I mean, just like city-owned stuff, you don't really, I mean, you
We're
know,
probably not gonna shut ourselves off.
we're not gonna shut ourselves
If you
off.
don't pay your bill, you ought to shut yourself off.
There you go.
You know, but, you know, I don't know how many meters that will save as far as on the disconnecting side of the meter that are made for disconnecting. I would have to,
There's a breakdown.
Jeff, we can't sell the old meters to somebody, can we, that doesn't wanna make this change, like small town, you
Do you
can't,
wanna do that to somebody?
are they useless, you throw them away, or what?
Well, I wouldn't say they're useless, like I say, if we keep some of them to, if we keep some of the old meters in like city-owned buildings,
We're gonna have quite a few of them, aren't we?
Yeah.
but you know, that's just like, I hate this subject, but the HPS lighting, high pressure sodium lighting, I have lights that are still in a box, never been used. And I put them out on the MPUA website to all the cities that are in our alliance.
Yeah.
Not one person was interested. Oh,
You
and
give them away.
yeah, it's not like I got 100 of them, but I got
He has 5.
5 or 6 of this one. 5 or 6 of this one. I mean, that's, this stuff, the technology is so, nobody wants to go backwards. You know?
All right, so we'll wait on some further information.
Yeah. But if the board is okay, this is the company we'd like to move forward with. Whenever we're looking at financing and, I don't, we don't need an official vote right now, but
I think it's almost a no-brainer with, them including the water reading and
It's
the electric
cheaper.
reading, it's cheaper, yeah.
yeah.
Good.
All right, moving on to other Public Works, Public Utilities Director's report. Mike, anything you want to highlight on that?
The ad for the sidewalks is out. Like I say, the asphalt should find out the 19th on it. Other than that, we've got a lot of stuff pending. We can just get some weather to do some work. Can't think of anything else really right now. It's
I saw a Christensen truck in town, and they,
He's part of the Mexico bid, so he's checking. Phil and I talked to him, and he's gonna give us some bids. He actually looked at the sidewalk too, so he's interested in that, so.
any idea when they get back over on Mays Meadows?
He said he's gonna get a couple days strung together that'd be pretty warm. He's gonna get there. He can do a little bit cooler day and get the intersection at Jefferson and Lakeview and try to get the mounts taken out of that. And then, he gets a little bit warmer. He'd like it a little warmer to do Mays Meadows so he can really work it good and stuff. But he said that short section of the milling will do, won't hurt that intersection, so pretty quickly. It's getting there.
Anybody else have any questions about Mike's activities? Any as may arise?
I make a motion, we adjourn. Second.
A motion and second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Adjourned.
Anyone need a break?